Thank you very much. A lot of that stuff is really, really ancient. When I think about my days at IPG, thanks Joachim, and Darcy and Coca-Cola in Tokyo, I look young. I'm actually not so young. So a lot of that stuff is very old. Yes, sir. Already a question. I like this group. I have a question already and I haven't opened my mouth yet.
What's your favorite MBA program?
This book, now that I'm writing and I'm researching, really endeavors to look at the opportunities that exist at a very, very unique time that we are going through right now. The world is changing. We know the world is changing. Everybody knows that. But the depth of change, the enormity of change sometimes is so huge that a lot of us don't necessarily see it for what it is. If you're wearing, who drives a BMW? All right, so which one of these? Is it the thong thing? Now, if great brands are people defining, right, we start looking at the brands around us in Asia and we find that the region is awash with merely good brands. A lot of good brands. And again, there is this massive asterisk here, you know, with the exception of Japanese brands. And that's not me talking, by the way. Survey after survey after survey over the last few years continues to confirm that Asians gravitate more towards Western brands, American and Western brands than Asian brands, and that's an issue. So what we have is a question. How do the more promising Asian brands break that glass? How do we actually begin to move up into that level of affinity with people where people are being defined by Asian brands? How do we do that? Now we have this wave, and we now have a number of companies that are recognizing those two important drivers of purpose and culture. And I think that together, with the likes of companies like Huawei, Alibaba, and a number of other major Asian corporations, you will find that Asia will in fact be capable and will in fact trigger a change that will redefine the status quo as we know it in the world. Thank you very much for your attention. Why? Because now we hear about it every day. So if you ask me, is there any signals, is there any evidence that there's going to be a decline in the popularity, the universality, the singularity of American brands? Yes, there is. Now that's, at the same time, we find attention gravitating to Asia for all sorts of reasons. And what I'm trying to do is to simply motivate Asian CEOs to recognize that there is an opportunity now by recognizing that there are global changes that are forcing companies to do different things, and this opens up a way for differentiation via purpose, and at the same time the need for them to create enabling cultures within organizations that actually allow the delivery of these purposeful messages. That's where the future lies. Now there are